Hello grade 1, how are you? Now I hope that you are fine. So we meet again in this video. It is about the lessons we are going to see on in week 5. Now we continue with module 5. So here we have module 5 on the farm. Now this is lesson 4, let's play, that you find in the student's book, page 68. Now let's go to part 1. So, part 1, you are going to look at the lesson in your student's book, page 68. But before that, we have a warm-up exercise. Here, you are asked to look at the following pictures and count the animals and write their numbers. So, for example, for the horse, how many horses are there? Here we write 2 horses. Then you are going to write the number of the chicken or the hens. Then the goats, then we have the cows, the roosters, the ducks, the sheep, and the mouse. Okay, now if we complete the sentences according to the picture we have seen in the first activity, how many horses are there? You are going to write, there are, you give me the number, and horses. How many goats are there? There are, you give me the number of goats. How many sheep are there? There are, and you give me the number of sheep. How many mice are there? There are, and you give me the number of mice. Now you notice here that I have used 2 colors. Now, when we ask the question with how many, we use a plural noun. So normally we should have S, like here, horses, goats. But look, for sheep, we do not add S. That's why I have used it in blue color. And look at mouse, in the plural it becomes mice. So we say that sheep and mice are irregular plurals. So here you have a table to tell you about the difference between regular plural nouns and irregular plural nouns. So we begin first with the regular nouns. So we always have N plus S. Example, there is 1 cow. And here there are 2 cows. Look at the picture. There are 2 cows. Now for the hen, we say there is 1 hen. And here there are 3 hens. I have added S. But for the irregular nouns, what do we have here? There is 1 fish, and here there are 3 fish. So fish, we do not add S. And also for sheep, there is 1 sheep, or there are 4 sheep. We do not add S. Then you look at the new vocabulary, of course, as usual, in activity 1, page 68. And then we go to the speaking activity we have in activity 2. So here you are going to look at the picture of the farm and you are going to say the names of the animals you can see. Then you pay attention to the picture of the 2 girls that are talking at the bottom and you read the speech bubbles. I would like you to repeat it, what they say. Then you are going to play a game with your parents, with mom or dad. And so in turn you will choose an animal and ask the number of this animal. So you may ask, how many horses are there? And the other one would count the picture in the picture and answer using there are, like you have in the examples. Of course, then we go to part 2. Now, these are exercises in the workbook, page 58, 59, and 60. So you have here 4 exercises. Okay, now let's move to lesson 2. Now, we still continue with Module 5 on the farm, but lesson 5 here is entitled Science, and you find it in your book, page 69. Now, here in science, we are going to speak about how we get products from animals. Now, as a warm-up activity, I would like you to match each picture with its appropriate name. So we have this one, this, the word milk, cheese, eggs. Then these 2 pictures, and wool, honey. Then you look at the new vocabulary in activity 1, page 69. Then we move to the speaking activity in activity 2. So look at the animal pictures 1-5. What do you see? Then you read the title and guess from which animals each item AE below comes. So point out the example of the cow which produces milk. So we know that the cow produces milk. And what about the other animals? What do they produce? Now, for a post-picking activity, once you have finished the matching exercise, I would like you to look at the girl and read the sentences she says, okay? I would like you to repeat them. And then you do the same type of sentences about the other animals. Then we move to the workbook on page 61. So we have here activity 1. I have written the listening transcript that mom or dad are going to read for you. And then we move to activity 2. Now let's go to lesson 3. Now, lesson 3 here, this is the third, it is about story. So, lesson 3 is the third session in week 5, but it is lesson 6, story. You find it on page 70, 71. Okay, as a warm-up exercise here, I would like you to look at the different pictures you have here and write how many animals you see. Now, I have done the first example for you. So here we have 1, 2, 3 goats. How many goats are there? We say there are 3 goats. Then you continue with the other pictures. So here we say how many hens are there. So you count the hens that are around the woman. So I have drawn you the lines where you can write. And then for the last picture, you are going to complete the question and then you write the answer. So here, how many horses, and you finish it. Now let's go to the reading activity. So this is the story we have in activity 1, page 70, 71. Now I would like you first to look at picture 1, what is happening. Then you play the recording and you read the text along with the recording. You can repeat it many times, never mind. Then we check comprehension. Here are some questions for comprehension. So in picture 1, where are the children? Picture 2, what animals are there? Picture 3, how many sheep are there? Are there other animals? Picture 4, where is the family now? And what animals are there? How many ducks are there? And how many fish are there? Picture 5, what animal can you see? Picture 6, are the children thirsty? What does grandma offer the children? Then we have the value at the bottom of page 71 at the end of the story. It is farm animals are useful. So what do you think animals are useful? And can you give us some examples? What can they give? Finally, we go to part 2. So these are the workbook exercises. You find it on page 62, activity 1 and activity 2. Okay, thank you for your attention. See you next week.